Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the True Blue Podcast. I'm your host, Zachary Sucardi. You can find me on Instagram at True Blue Podcast. I'm grateful to be here. We're going to get into some self-care. I'm going to talk about the language of letting go. I'm going to read an excerpt from that today that discusses self-care. And then music later from Wild Ones. So I went and read some poetry recently, and it was amazing. I did great. I kicked ass. I was the first one up. I took the mic off the stand. I was super comfortable. I was looking people in the eye. I was looking at the whole audience. And I read it in the cadence and with the inflection that I've wanted to. And it was just amazing. I felt so good, so confident. It's amazing, like, reading poetry and, like, being able to, like, express yourself, be vulnerable, be creative in front of people. And it's kind of cool because I'm sharing myself. But they don't know that. I'm just sort of giving it away. Like, once I read it, it's not mine anymore. It's pretty amazing, pretty beautiful thing. So that was awesome. And then last night I talked to my sister, Jessica. We were talking for about 3 fucking hours on the phone. I love my sister so much. She's so fucking funny. She has such an uncanny ability to recount, like, old SNL, In Living Color, Simpsons, old, like, awesome fucking movies. We were talking about music, movies, TV shows, everything. We talked about our family and growing up and our neighborhood and all that awesome shit. I love my sister so fucking much. She's such a special person to me. I look up to her. She's so awesome. I can't say enough. I'm just so, like, blessed and grateful for the relationship I have with my sister. So, a quick gratitude list. I'm grateful for the relationship with my sister. I'm grateful for this, I take this, like, these colon pills, this prebiotic colon care capsules. Helps me stay regular and feel good. And I'm grateful for all the daily readers I have. I have a bunch of daily readers, and they help me get my mind straight. Sometimes I wake up, I'm foggy, or I'm preoccupied, or I'm two to 50 steps ahead. But these daily readers help me stay grounded. So I am very, very, very grateful. Just a quick PSA. If you send me a video on YouTube, it's more than 9 minutes, I'm not watching it. Get the fuck out of here. Just not doing it. Under 9 minutes, I'll watch it. I'm just not fucking doing it over 9 minutes. Now, you can send me music, I'll listen to that. I'll listen to full albums. But you send me a fucking video? Oh, man, I used to have a homie. I won't say his name, but he would send me these fucking long-ass fucking videos. Half hour, 40 minutes, 2 hours. I'm like, dude, ain't happening. Ain't happening, brah. Just tell me what I need to know, and let's move on. I guess that's it since we last spoke. Oh, I got some shows coming up. I'm going to see Krungbin. I saw DJ Shadows coming back in October, so I'm going to go to that. That'll be great. But yeah, let's get into the self-care tip. All right, so this self-care tip comes from The Language of Letting Go, Daily Meditations on Codependency. I'll say it again. I said it before, and I'll say it again. You don't need to be codependent to enjoy this daily reader. It's amazing. So this is taking care of ourselves. I'm going to try to read it and not be boring. We often refer to recovery from codependency and adult-child issues as self-care. Self-care is not, as some may think, a spin-off of the me generation. It isn't self-indulgence. It isn't selfishness, in a negative interpretation of that word. We're learning to take care of ourselves instead of obsessively focusing on another person or another thing. We're learning self-responsibility instead of feeling excessively responsible for others. Self-care also means tending to our true responsibilities to others. We do this better when we're not feeling overly responsible. Self-care sometimes means me first, but usually it means me too. It means we are responsible for ourselves and can choose to no longer be victims. Self-care means learning to love the person we're responsible for taking care of, ourselves. We do not do this to hibernate in a cocoon of isolation and self-indulgence. We do it so we can better love others and learn to let them love us. Self-care isn't selfish, it's self-esteem. Today, God, help me love myself. Help me let go of feeling excessively responsible for those around me. Show me what I need to do to take care of myself and be appropriately responsible to others. So I really like this reading because it kind of sums up like self-care, you know? It's pretty much just saying like, look, for me to be available wholeheartedly to you, I got to take care of me. And it's not selfish. It's self-esteem. I just think this is a beautiful reading. Self-care sometimes means me first, but usually me too. I couldn't say it better. I mean, really, me first, but mostly me too. All right, that's fucking the self-care tip. Let's get into the True Blue playlist. All right, so this is a song from Wild Ones off of Now You Know. The song is called Feel Everything. So I thought I was buying this other band's like discography on cassette. And what I wound up doing is I bought other bands' cassettes. So there was like 5 tapes. I thought they were all from one band, and it turned out that 3 of them were from a different band because they all have like a different kind of similar cover. So one of the bands was Wild Ones. So I was like, all right, I'm going to keep it. So I jammed it, and I love it. It's so fucking good. And this song, Feel Everything, is the first song on that compilation. And it's very cool. It starts off almost with like a siren sound. So it catches your attention right away. Very dreamy, kind of like indie music. You can hear the synthesizers. There's very much a steady drum beat through this. You can hear the vocals are very layered, very almost like lush. And the song kind of talks about emotional vulnerability, talks about different facets of life and an intense desire to embrace those parts of your life. But very uplifting song, kind of bittersweet at times because you can hear an undertone of sadness. But it's very, very melodic. Great texture in the song, and you can tell there's like a lot of reflection and engagement in this song, and it's beautiful. It really is, and I knew from the first like 5 seconds that this was going to be a good song, and I just love it. I love it, and it's a great album. It's like a collection album of like all their music over the years, like B-sides and stuff. And usually that's not my style. I usually like listen to the album. I don't fuck with B-sides and shit like that. But again, I bought this by accident. And the cover and the case is very, very cool, very uniform to the rest of the albums on this label. But again, the band is Wild Ones. The song is Feel Everything off of Now You Know. Came out in 2022. It's going to be on the True Blue playlist. So check that out. You can find it on Spotify. Just type in True Blue playlist and you'll see it. It's got over 6 hours of amazing music, if I don't say so myself. So, that's it for the True Blue podcast. I'm your host, Zachary Sucardi. Again, you can find me on Instagram at True Blue Podcast. Thanks for rolling with me. Take care of each other out there. Love each other. God bless. Peace.